Okie dokie. Now we go. So, this is going to be the first episode. Don't you like how I say episode? Of You're Not Alone. Remember how I talked about that one of those visits out here?
Yep.
So, because of you getting in the car looking like complete... Yeah, see y'all? Look. So, today we brought him up and he had dye? Radioactive dye?
Yeah, radioactive dye.
Injected at around 9 a.m. this morning. So that he could come back 3 hours later and have some scans done. And I pick him up and I can see and hear his whatchamacallit. So
Okay. I just spent the last hour on my back in this machine, and I can't lie flat because of my back issues.
because you have a herniated disc.
I have and I have my lower disc. I have a lower disc that's fused. Then I have a herniated and a ruptured disc in my upper back, and there's something wrong with my neck. Within all those discs, and so that's kind of why they want to do the bone scans, is to see what's all wrong inside, because they know some of the problems, but they wanted to see what's all there, because I have chronic pain. They see the arthritis, but there's something else that they feel they're missing. So, yeah, they did a bone scan.
Yeah, because you were classified with chronic pain syndrome
And degenerative disc
disease almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
In fact, that was one of those were two of the symptoms you ended up pretty quick within the first 6 months, along with neuropathy and all that.
Yeah,
we have plenty to talk about, but just with you alone. But go on. Let's talk.
So I just spent an hour going through this testing in this machine, and they bound my arms together so I couldn't move my arms. And my waist, and so my hands started cramping up. But they also bound my feet together, and I have plantar fasciitis and something else with my feet, and
Wait, what?
plantar fasciitis. I'll actually have to look it up to get the exact word. But it's collapsed arches and something broken inside of my arches.
Oh, jeez. Well, we knew you had collapsed arches thanks to the Army.
Yeah. And so the feet were bound up. The arms were bound up. My hands are cramping and screaming at me. My feet are cramping and screaming at me. My lower back is stretching out and it's screaming at me.
For some adults, being bound both ways, it sounds like, fun. But I'm guessing this wasn't fun.
Yeah, there was no fun in this whatsoever. Yeah.
I was hoping for a chuckle, but obviously you're still in massive pain. Does that mean I have to chuckle for you?
Yeah.
They say laughter is the best medicine.
All I know is laughing when I first got out, sat up. I was laughing to keep from crying. And I was singing.
So, were you singing Hallelujah?
Actually, I was singing "Ode to Joy."
So, sorry, I just couldn't help that. And if anybody recently watched my Pentatonics Hallelujah videos, you would understand why I brought that up. So, go on. You were bound? You weren't gagged though, right?
No.
Just bound?
Just
not
bound.
bound and gagged? Okay.
Yeah, no gag.
Because, you know, most people want to be bound and gagged. I'm just saying. I mean, so, I just keep going off topic. But let's go back on topic. You're hurting. What all did they have to, what did all this machine do?
It took pictures in a circle around my neck region. It took pictures mid-spine, and then it took pictures in a circle around, and then they pushed me into the CAT scan, which once again, and basically what they're doing is they're doing a three-dimensional scan of my spine, and then that radioactive dye through the other portion will light up inside of the areas where the damage in my spine actually is.
That should be interesting to see. I kind of would like to see those scans. So, it is a pain. You know I have Tylenol down in here, right?
Yeah, it does. This isn't a Tylenol pain, babe.
Would it curve a little of the edge? Maybe? Because when was the last time you had met? I mean, it's 1 o'clock. We've been out of the house since 7:30, almost 7:45. That's 7:45.
Yeah.
So you haven't had any kind of pain meds at all.
No.
So being put in these machines without any kind of relief has got to not be fun. So I completely, utterly passed back out. Like, you probably didn't even make it to the front door. And I was already back out.
Well, I figured that.
I woke up, started coloring. So, tell me more. So, did you get in there early? Is that... Oh, there it is.
Yeah, they almost as soon as I got in there, they got me, called me back.
Okay.
You know, so I wasn't in there more than I left you about 10 minutes till, and I was back in the back by noon.
Yeah, well, technically your appointment was at noon anyways.
They had me back in the back by noon.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Technically your appointment was at noon anyways. Your second appointment?
Well, she wrote 12:15, but yeah, he had me back there at noon.
That might kill a little bit of the edge. That water down there, by the way. I straightened up the car a little bit, if you can't tell. So, you were pretty much on your back for about 45 minutes or so?
Strapped in, you know, arms bound right here in front of me.
That just doesn't sound that fun anyways when you're morbidly obese. Now, they've always had you going to a different location because of our weight. They had you come in here this time.
Yep.
Was the machine okay? Or could you feel the difference?
Oh no! When they put me into the machine, my arms were touching the. When they pushed me into the CT scan portion of it, yeah, my arms were touching the thing.
They didn't think of that ahead of time?
No, they have no choice.
Oh.
Because there's two different scanners on the same machine. It's not just a straight CT scan.
Oh, okay. That makes that, and the other location probably doesn't have it.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I actually do fit inside the machine. So I've lost enough weight that I fit.
Well, this last week we've both been more active. I'm in the 320s now. You're in the 330s now. We finally broke the our 40s plateau.
But you gotta remember, when they started sending me to the other place, I was almost 390.
Yeah, 380, 390.
Yeah,
I
so
think our
I'm
heaviest-
50 pounds lighter than that.
See, your heaviest was 390. Mine was 385.
So overall, I wish I could go back to the days when I weighed 185 pounds. I'd be happy if I could get back there, if I were back in the days when I weighed 215, 220.
We have you listed as your goal weight. I think it's 2 to 215. I think is what we listed your goal weight.
Yeah.
But that's taken into account muscle. Okay, because muscle weighs more than fat. So that's taken into account muscle. Today is Tuesday. Didn't make it to PT yesterday. That's why there was no health video yesterday. I think I'm going to start doing that. Instead of weight video, do health video. But you know me, I'm constantly changing ideas. So, today though, I figured I would do a You're Not Alone. Because, you know, there's got to be other people out there that, you know, are obese, that are not even
obese. Just chronic pain.
Yeah. Well, the reason I said the obese is the CT scan part.
Yeah, but
because when you are heavy and you are wide, those inner casings are not fun. Okay, Diesel, sure, I will let you come into. But the chronic pain, you know.
But even when I weighed 185 pounds, babe, I had a 50-inch chest. I've always been wide.
So, talk about your chronic pain for a little bit, you know, because that's what made you end up having to come do this scan. So, talk about your chronic pain a little bit. What kind of stuff do you have to go through? What kind of things have they? Because you have a pain doctor who is absolutely a darling doll. She's awesome.
Okay, so between my knees, my feet, my neck and shoulders, and my lower back, all of them are pain, high pain sensors. Any one of them can go off at any time for different reasons. Mostly because there's damage in multiple areas, plus arthritis.
Yeah, but you have the combination of both. Like yesterday rained, and you were supposed to go with me to redo some returns.
I wasn't doing nothing yesterday.
And you were supposed to go with me to pick up groceries. And each time you're like, I'm song going, and your words were slurring, and you weren't barely walking, and I mean, if someone...
But I couldn't lie down. I couldn't move. Everything just kept freezing up. Well, that's kind of what I'm in right now because of what I just went through with being laid out on my back for an hour. Like I said, it was just, it's not a comfortable position for me ever.
Well, that's why the bed we got is the adjustable, which you can't even lay on that right now because of, even with the adjustable.
Even with the adjustable bed, it's hard. Because we have to have both of the, we have to have my side isolated from your side. Because I need more adjustment than you do.
I told you I'll adjust to your side one way or the other.
No, you won't. We're fine with the way we got it, baby. We'll get back to that.
I know, but that's neither here nor there. So, what kind of medications have, I mean, I obviously know, but talk about the kind of medications that you started on and where you're at now.
Well, still take the amitriptyline. I've been taking amitriptyline now as part of my pain regimen for over 3 years.
Which I take that for my migraines, to help prevent my migraines, so
Yeah.
completely understand that one.
I took cyclobenzaprine up until just recently.
Right? That's because it kept going up and up and up, and you can only go up so high before it's like, all right, new med.
I started off on Tylenol with codeine for pain. I now am taking oxycodone and Belbuca.
But you ended up with the oxycodone
Because of the heart surgery.
because of the heart surgery. You actually went from Tylenol 3 to Belbuca.
Right. And then and I still take the Belbuca, but because of all of the surgeries and all of the things that I've been going through recently, she added oxycodone. So when it's all done, I can get pulled off of it again. But I've been having new pain flares in my neck, which is why we're going through this.
And when you're on Tylenol 3 every, 6 months? Supposed to be every 6 months?
Well, that was when I was Tylenol 3.
That's what I said. When you're Tylenol 3, wasn't it every
6 months, yes.
You had to take a drug test?
Yes. Belbuca was once a year. I'm back to I'm supposed to be taking a drug test every 6 months since oxycodone.
Because of oxy.
Yeah.
Gotta love those particular meds. But the nice thing is your doctor knows that none of this is fake. That, I mean, there was a time when...
In the beginning, it felt like people were feeling like it was fake, but I think that's because it wasn't the doctors that were feeling that it was fake. It was everybody else.
Yeah, well,
it was mostly workplaces and...
That's because people are skeptical when it comes to real pain.
Yeah.
But
what people don't realize is before this, I'd break bones and laugh and I'd go back to work.
Yeah.
I walked on a broken foot for 2 years.
Well, I remember the day I got forced to pick you up from work because you fell down and knocked your head into the jewelry counter, and then tried to go back to work.
after
Yeah,
knocking myself
seriously.
out.
So, the story behind that is that particular morning I wasn't going to take him to work, and I decided, for some reason, I decided, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take him to work. I wasn't feeling good. I was having a migraine flare. So, and he had only gone back to work 2 weeks earlier, after being out for 3 months.
3 months.
Three and a half months.
Yeah.
And he had just gotten back to work. He was on his literally 14th day of work. And out of the clear blue, he passed out and knocked his head into the jewelry counter. They went and got him an automated cart and called me up saying I need to come pick him up because he was refusing to go to the hospital. That he was trying to go back to work, and they made him like literally drive to the office, and then one of the other men just literally sat in the office with him till I picked him up because they didn't trust him. Because that's all he could think about was how he needed to get work done. He couldn't disappoint the upper management. So from there though, you haven't been back to work. Except the work I make you do at home. You know the honey-do list. Well, you could have chuckled. Too late now.
Does that sound better?
No.
How about that?
That's sarcasm.
Anyways.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything else of that particular nature that you would like to ask him, please put them in the comments down below.
But yeah, it's been a journey that's taken me over 3 years. If you want the whole story, I mean, it'll take a while to explain it to everybody.
And
needless to say,
it would have to be done when you're not currently in dire pain.
Yeah.
I literally, you came out to the car, I saw how much pain you were in, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to take advantage of this. Aren't I a nice wife?
Oh, yeah.
So, again, comments, concerns, anything, post down below. Also, if you haven't subscribed, then please do so. And we have all kinds of content on this channel. We have reaction videos. We're starting this new You're Not Alone, which we're going to talk about his illnesses, my different things like age regression, my illnesses. We have a bunch of different sections, so just check out the different playlists. But if you have anything that you would like to know about, just hit me up and, start a conversation. I love conversations. Don't we all love conversations, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
So, we will see you later. Bye!